Well, welcome in everybody again. Hope you are doing well today and ready for this cardio and core session. As always with these sessions, do the best you can. If you need to take any rest or breaks or just stop for hydration or stop altogether, that is absolutely fine. Remember, these are your sessions. I'm here just to guide you to the best of my ability. If you need to make any other adaptations to any movements that we're doing, that is also fine. Especially if you've been to these sessions before, you've got a good idea of kind of how they go. The main focus is when we do our pace that we are doing the pace that I'm talking about rather than the specific exercises. The exercises do offer a little bit of change as we go through it, but the most important thing is that pace that we're setting. So feel free to adjust as necessary as we go through the sessions. With that out of the way, let's get on with our warm-up. Make sure we've got plenty of space around us so we're not going to hit anything or anyone. And we start, as we always do here, with one arm going around in a circle, just like so, nice and controlled. Excellent work. Just mobilizing it around, getting ourselves warmed up and ready for some of the stuff we've got coming up later on today. Just nice, gentle. Around we go. Good work. With that same arm, let's change direction and go the opposite way. That's good. Well, let's change over to the other arm and get that one going around too. And change direction to go the opposite way here. Good work. We're going to reach over towards the opposite shoulder. Remembering if you can't get all the way over, not a problem. We can come to the near shoulder, or we can come across the front. As always, making sure that we're getting some elbow bend in here. That's the main thing. Good work. Okay, we drop those arms down, swinging one arm forwards, reaching up, bringing it back down, and repeat through that, swinging it up as high as we can. If that's only to head height or chest height, that's absolutely fine. Wherever you can get to, even if it's with a bent arm, just swinging up, reaching up to the best of your ability, bringing it back down, and repeating through. Changing to the other arm. Good, let's bring it in for a hug, arms out to the side. Let's go into some shoulder rotations. change direction. And give that a big old shake off there. So we're going to need our poles for this next bit. We are going to be alternating between using them and not using them, so make sure you have somewhere like you can place them. Everybody here looks like they've been here before, but just in case, if you haven't got a pole, it's just basically something that you can hold sort of in both hands that's nice and lightweight. It could be a pole, it could be a t-shirt, it could be a towel, it can be absolutely anything that you've got lying around. If you don't have anything, not a problem, we can still do this workout to simulate the movements that we are doing. So we've got a 20-minute timer here. We're going to start as we always do at 5 out of 10 pace. 15 seconds to go. We'll start with our usual first exercise as well, and we'll be going here, paddling forwards just like so in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So going around 5 out of 10 effort, just building up that pace and just getting things moving here. Good work. So just 5 out of 10 pace. It's not hard, it's not easy. It's between the two, building up the heart rate, getting things moving, getting our body warmed up, raising that heart rate, raising that like nervous energy, excitement, bringing that up slightly. Good work. Let's get going through that. Keep that moving there. Still at the 5 out of 10 here through these first 5. That's it, nice work. We got about 10 seconds
10
here.
seconds.
On the next one, we're going to do the same movement in the opposite direction in 4, 3, 2, 1. So change direction and keep things moving here at that 5 out of 10 pace. Fantastic work, everybody. Good, keeping it going, moving those arms around. Good work. We're halfway through this one now. Keep that
Halfway there.
Keep that 5 out of 10 pace. Keep things moving. Good work. On the next one, we're going to do both arms around together, but we've got another 15 seconds here of this one before we move into that one there.
10 seconds.
So both arms round together on this next one in 3, 2, 1. It's going round. Nice work. Keep it going. Fantastic. We are almost halfway through this particular minute, which is now
Halfway there.
on the next one. We will do the same movement in the opposite direction, so just keep this moving here. Good range of motion on this, and we don't need to do huge circles, but try not to let them be too small. And as always with this, if you don't have a pole, or if you're doing single arm, that's also fine. Change in direction on the next one in 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction, keep things moving. Good work, everybody. Excellent work, keeping that pace there. 5 out of 10. Halfway through this one now.
Halfway there.
Alrighty, on this next one, we're going to do double arm forwards, double arm overhead. So just reaching those hands forwards the best you can, bringing it back in and reaching above the head and back down and repeating
10
through
seconds.
in 10 seconds from now. Still at 5 out of 10 pace. And 3, 2, 1. So go both arms forwards, both arms up. Both arms forwards, both arms up. And again with the pole or without. Or single arm if you need to do that. But just good extension. Good. This is number 5. On number 6 to number 10, we're going to put our poles down to the side, and we're just going to do some of the movements without the pole for the next 5 here.
Halfway there.
In terms of what we're doing pace-wise, we're just keeping at 5 out of 10 pace. But we're just changing it up, so we are doing some movements without the pole on the next one. And the first one will be our adapted burpees. That's where we reach down to the floor,
10 seconds.
reach up above our head. We'll show you that as we get into it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So pop the poles down.
6.
And then we're going to this one. So reach down, reach up, reach down, reach up. Good work.
Halfway there.
Halfway through this one. Good work. Seconds to go. On the next one, we're going to do sit skis.
10 seconds.
That's where we swing our arms through the movement here in 3, 2, 1. So we go
Round 7.
sit skis now, swinging it through with those arms. Good work, keep that going. Nice work, everybody. Good extension for those arms. We are coming up to halfway through this one now.
Halfway there.
Ten seconds to go on this one. On the next one, we're going to be doing sitting jacks. Similar movement, instead of arms coming to the front like so, they come to the side. 3, 2, 1.
Round 8.
Up to the side this time. If you need to though, you can come sort of up and in front of the face a little bit. It's a little bit easier on the shoulders to do that. But sticking with our 5 out of 10 theme here. Not too hard, not too easy, in between the two.
Halfway there.
Halfway through. Good work, everybody. On the next one, in 20 seconds from now, we're going to do some pretend wheelchair pushing. And that's in 10 seconds from now.
10 seconds.
And 3, 2, 1. So pushing
Round 9.
as if you are in a manual wheelchair. Pushing it round. Good work. And we are halfway through this one now.
Halfway there.
In 20 seconds to go, we're going to do the same movement in the opposite direction. So pretend
10
wheelchair
seconds.
pushing backwards on the next one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction. Keep it going there. Good work, everybody. And halfway through this
Halfway
particular one. On the next one, we're going to grab our poles again and go through the next 5. And we're going to our canoeing down to the left for the first one of the next one. So grabbing our poles in 10 seconds from now.
10 seconds.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So grab the pole, coming down to the left side there. Good work, everybody. Halfway through this particular one.
Halfway there.
Let's keep it going. On the next one, we will swap over to the other side. That's in 15 seconds from now. Let's keep that 5 out of 10 pace. Good work,
10
everybody.
seconds.
10 seconds to go. Switching over, keeping the pace in 4, 3, 2, 1. Changing over.
12.
Good work. Nice work, everybody. Let's keep that going there on this one.
Halfway there.
On the next one, we're going to do circles in a clockwise direction. And we're doing that in 12 seconds from now.
10 seconds.
So clockwise in a flat plane of motion in 3, 2, 1. So coming round.
14.
Good work, everybody. Just keeping that moving there. Good pace. 5 out of 10 still. Halfway through this one.
Halfway there.
Good work. Keep that pace going there. Keep things moving. Excellent work, everybody. Okay, we've got 15 seconds to go on this one. On the next one, same movement, but in the opposite direction.
10 seconds.
Keeping it moving. Still 5 out of 10 pace. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction.
14.
Keep it going. Good work, everyone. Nice. We have got one more using the pole. And then we go back to not using a pole again. We've got one more with it.
Halfway there.
And 30 seconds left of this particular one. On the last one, using the pole, we're going to do a straight arm raise. So just having the pole and just raising it straight above the head or if you're not using a pole, that's fine. But we're going to be doing that in 10 seconds from now.
10 seconds.
So raising the bar above your head in 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So just raising it straight up and down. Good work. Good. After this one, we'll be popping our poles back down again for the final 5 minutes of this build part of the session.
Halfway there.
Halfway through this one. "20 seconds to go." And what we're going to be doing on this is going into our
10 seconds.
our swimming strokes. So we're going to start off with some front crawl for the first one. In 4, 3, 2, 1. So pop the poles down
16.
to the side, and we go into as if we're doing front crawl here. And don't worry if it looks like you're doing doggy paddle or if it looks like you're drowning, just to get those arms going around to the best of your ability, even if it's just short range of motion. It's a little bit different than the punches because we are coming sort of up and over,
Halfway there.
but it's very similar to those punching movements, so just coming up and over each time, and they don't have to look perfect. Good work. We'll stick with the front crawl here for another 15 seconds. On the next one, we'll go into our backstroke.
10 seconds.
3, 2, 1. So
17.
backstroke now, and again, we can have this with like a bent arm, shorter arms. I don't mind even if it's like down here. Just doing it to the best of your ability. Good work. Halfway through this one now.
Halfway there.
And 15 seconds to go. On the next one, we're going to be doing some breaststroke.
10 seconds.
And 3, 2, 1. So into breaststroke.
18.
That's it. Good work, everybody. Halfway through this one coming up now. We're still at that 5 out of 10 pace.
Halfway there.
So it's still not particularly hard, it's not particularly easy. Although these movements tend to be a little bit harder by just the natural movement of it. It's a harder movement to perform. Talk about harder movements, we're going to go into our butterfly next. Do it to the best of
10
your ability.
seconds.
I'll give some adaptations if you need it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So bring both arms
19.
up and over, similar to when we did the front crawl, but it's both arms over now. If you are struggling to get both arms over, you can just do a single arm and then we can change it halfway. And halfway is coming up now.
Halfway there.
15 seconds to go on this one.
10 seconds.
And on the last one, I want you to choose the exercise you want to do. So choose one that you like. We're going in 3, 2, 1. I'm just going to go
20.
some
Last
punches
round.
forwards if you want to just do some punches forwards if you can't think of anything. But feel free to choose an exercise that you like. Even if you are still deciding, you can change halfway through this. That's not a problem. As we are coming up to the last 30 seconds of this 20-minute block.
Halfway there.
Let's keep it moving there. Good work, everybody. "20 seconds to go. Ten seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rest it there. Good work, everybody. Alrighty, let's have a drink. I'll set up the timer for the next bit ready to go. Okay, so on this next bit we've got 10 rounds and we're going to go back to doing 30 seconds of work and 30 seconds of rest. And that's because although we progressed on to doing like 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, and we did the 1 minute of work and 30 seconds of rest, we're progressing on backwards because the exercises we're going to be doing are slightly tougher. We're going to be doing those swimming strokes, but for this 30 seconds of max. Slightly harder exercises, so we do a little bit less time working. Yeah, 30 seconds maximum effort, so you won't need your pole still for this. 30 seconds of rest. We are going to do it where we do all 4 exercises and we do different exercise. Then we go through all 4 exercises again, all 4 swimming strokes, and then do another exercise again. In fact, we will start with the other exercise and we do our punching forwards just like we ended there. So maximum effort, punching forwards. We're going to 15 seconds from now. So just best effort, punching those arms forwards to the best of your ability in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So getting those arms going nice and fast here for 30 seconds. Good work, everybody. So we are halfway through now. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. 30 seconds of rest. I'm just going to say as well, those who are doing single arm, the first 5 here we're doing, just do on one side. The second 5 we're going to repeat, so just do the other side on that one, on the second lot of 5. We're going to go into our front crawl first of all with our swimming strokes. So getting those arms up over, 10 seconds to go, as fast as you can here. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So that's it. Get those arms going round fast as you can. Good work. Halfway through this one, keep those arms going, keep it moving round. Fantastic work, everybody. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. On the next one, we're going to be doing backstroke. And we got 15 seconds to go. So plenty of rest in between these. Let's make sure they are as fast as we can do. Backstroke on the next one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
3.
That's it. Good work, everybody. Halfway through this, keep those arms moving. Three, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. 30 seconds of rest. On the next one, we're going to be doing breaststroke. Probably the easier one of these movements, but that doesn't mean we should drop off the pace at all. We want to make sure we are still putting that effort in. That's why we say 10 out of 10 effort, because we are focusing on the effort, not the speed in particular. And 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Halfway through this one, keep those arms going. Good work, everybody. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. And we got our butterfly one here to make us, once done this one, we'll be halfway through. Ten seconds to go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
5.
Halfway through. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. That's halfway through this 10. On the next one, we'll do some punches across our body. Alternating hands. And then we'll get back into the swimming after that. In 10 seconds from now. Really great work so far, everybody. These swimming ones are pretty intense, so just keep in there, do the best you can. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Maximum effort, punching across the body. Nice work. 15 seconds to go on this one. Three, 2, 1. Resting there. Good. So we're going back to our swimming. For those who are doing single arm, you've already done one side, so swap over to the other side. And if you can't remember which arm you did last time, it's the one that is aching less than the other that you need to do now. But yeah, we're going to go into the front crawl on this one in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Maximum effort again. That's it. Nice work, everybody. You guys doing fantastic today. We're halfway through this one, keeping it going there. And we've got 5 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. On to the backstroke for this next one. And we're going in 10 seconds from now. Great work, everybody. Let's keep the pace up. Let's keep things moving nice and fast in 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Round 8.
Halfway through. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. On to the breaststroke. We've got 2 more of these to go. Needing the full amount of these 30 seconds of our rest today with these exercises that we're doing. That's great. That's what we want from this session. 10 seconds to go. We're going into the breaststroke on the next one. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
9.
That's it. Good effort. Arms going round. Best of your ability. Fast as you can. Halfway through. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. And the last one now for these. We're doing the butterfly. Fifteen seconds to go. Good work. Let's make this one as good as the others in 4, 3, 2, 1. Off we go.
Last round.
Halfway through. And 3, 2, 1. Resting there. Good work. We have done our 10 there. Grab yourself a drink if you need one. Fantastic. Okay, let's go into some of our core work now. But before we do so, that was pretty intense of our heart rate and our shoulders. Let's just bring it down a little bit. So we'll just do some nice deep breathing. Just do some shoulder circles as well. We just bring that nervous system down, bring that heart rate down just a little bit here. Just nice deep breathing, circles with the shoulders. Feel free to change direction at any point. Maybe even just do one at a time. Whatever you want to do, just relax it off a little bit here. Nice work with that. Good. Alrighty, so our heart rate's probably still elevated. We're still probably feeling quite warm from that, but we're going to go into our core work now. We're going to do our usual little bits and pieces where we bend down to the side to start with. I remember here with this, we're trying not to use momentum. So we bend down to one side, pulling ourselves back up, not using the momentum here to do so. And then over to the other side. I'm just going to go back and forth between the two. And this is all at your own pace and how you feel with it as well. I'm not put a timer on. I'm not saying this is the pace you should be going, the one I'm doing. Just going to one side and then the other. Even if it's small movements as well, it doesn't have to be a huge range of motion. Just a small range goes a long way on this. Good work, everybody. Yeah, let's go into our forward fold next. Similar idea, but we're going to bend forwards and then sit up again afterwards. Remember, the higher your hands are on this, the harder this is going to be. And also try not to use momentum. Sometimes it can be quite easy just to throw a little hand movement in there that helps us to get up. If you need to do that to get up, that's fine. But try and use it to the least amount you can. Keep that going there. I'm just going to do it so I can see the time on here. Just bending forward, sitting up nice and tall, back and forth between the two, using those lower back muscles. Good work. Let's go into some rotation work now. So you kind of with this, we're going to start with looking sort of down diagonally to our left, and we're coming up and across our body, looking up to the right. So it's a diagonal line from down here to up here. Now with this, it can be very easy just to move the arms just like so. This is not working my core per se. What I want you to do is to use almost like your shoulders are pointing down towards the floor diagonally here, and then the shoulders are coming up and across and going up to the side. To move the shoulders, we use the core to do so. So you'll feel like a pulling motion as you come up and across to the side. It's not a huge range of motion here, but it's just enough just to add that extension and rotation at the same time, pulling us up and across there. Good work. Let's swap over to the other side. So looking down and then coming up and across. Good work, everybody. Let's go back to the beginning again. We're going to go down to one side, down to the other, working on that side bend here. Good, we go into our forward fold again, so coming down to the front, raising up again, using those lower back muscles to do so. Good work. We're going to our diagonally up and across. Using that core to pull ourselves up and across the body. Let's change over to the other side. Good work on that. Let's start to cool it down here. We'll just do some nice deep breaths. We'll go through our neck mobility, looking up and down to begin with. Looking side to side. And then one ear to one shoulder, to the other. And let's go through the rest of our spine as well. Now it's extending through, curling over, arching like a high jumper as you go over a pole, curling over like a shrimp, going back and forth. Let's go into some rotation. One side and then the other. And then going into lateral flexion, going down one side, then the other side. And then finally coming around in a whirlpool. Change direction. And then giving that all a big shake off there as we bring today's session to an end. Thank you very much again for joining me today. I hope you have a good weekend,